Hello, everybody. Welcome to our midweek reset here at the People's Congregation of Shakers and Movers. We are here today with our Self Care Doula, Anna, a 900-hour trauma-informed yoga therapist. Say that 12 times fast. God, do you even have room on your business card for that?
Yeah.
So we're here today. I'm going to just do a quick couple of announcements. Tonight, we normally have the midweek vibe check at 7 o'clock with Matt. We're doing something a little bit cooler and different. We're having everybody meet at 6:30, and we are going to hop on the Bliss bus, and we are creating a mobile sound healing lounge. We're going to be heading into Boston. We're going to first stop Firebrand Cannabis, and we're going to introduce our healing modalities to the workers at their dispensary, because working in the cannabis industry can be stressful. I don't know if anybody has told you that, but dealing with the public, dealing with the fact that there's so much competition and constantly trying to keep your customers happy. We want to go down and spread the love and raise the vibration in Boston. Then the bus is going to take a little trek up around the Boston Common. We're going to hit up Emerson College, Suffolk University, come back down and around, go up Berkeley, then MIT, and then the bus is going to stop in Harvard. And you might be asking why. It's because I've been invited to sponsor, thank you, Jackie, a plant medicine friendly yoga class, and I am going to be providing the CBD sacrament. We'll have several different salves and lotions available for the participants. Now that class has sold out. It is at Diaspora, and that is a club that is pretty cool. It's a private club where they do allow safe consumption of cannabis, so check them out for your next private party. I would love to just say thank you for, I had to look into what Diaspora mean. I'm like, why did they come up with the name of that? And it's like basically when a large group of people have to leave their homeland and they essentially make a pilgrimage, and then they end up getting dispersed. They end up getting spread out in their new land. And I thought it was pretty interesting because I feel as though they've become a spot for like cannabis industry refugees who, came in hot thinking they were going to start a business. But a lot of us, because don't have $3 million chilling in the bank, we're not able to do that. So they're creating a safe sanctuary for us to come and just bring our own medicine, share it with one another, educate one another, and really build community. And so it's a lot like what we're doing here. And so my heart goes out to them for their mission, and I really see you. And so I'm so excited to participate. We will have Jody, our 420 RN, on site to answer questions as well about how CBD can help with your pets, help with your little ones, your humans, and your own mental health. So thank you, Jody. Thank you, Storm. Thank you, Jay. Thank you to all the people that are going to hop on the bus to help us spread our message about Soul Saturday. So Soul Saturday is our weekly service. It's a DJ service. And our church believes in energy, vibration, and frequency. So that means we are not asking you to give up your faith in Jesus Christ. In fact, I think Jesus Christ was a badass human, and I intend to walk like him, humbly forgiving my neighbors and helping everybody that I possibly can. He had this special magic oil that he would use to heal the lame and the sick. And one of those ingredients, besides frankincense and myrrh, as we all know, was cannabis. So Jesus knew what was up. So we are definitely not saying renounce your religion or turn away from your other beliefs. But if you also are seeking a healing community to help you on your spiritual journey, we are here for that. So again, we're not asking you to give up your faith. A lot of us come from different faiths, and we want to unite under the idea that community glue is so important. And those other churches aren't open as much as we're open, right? So we're here for you on Tuesday with Matt's Sound Healing at 11, Anna at 1 on Wednesday. We're here again on Wednesday night. We're usually here on Fridays. This Friday, we are taking a pause. A lot of us are going away next week. A lot of us have a lot going on, and nobody is able to hold space. So we will not be here this Friday, but come and dance with us on Saturday because we're going to make up for it, right?
Yep.
So that's my story. Again, I'm so grateful for the members because your membership is supporting this programming. It's helping us keep the lights on and pay the rent. And, we want to continue this mission, and we want to hopefully re-sign our lease in August. So it looks like we hopefully will be staying. But again, I'd love to see about 20, 25 more members to just help us not have to dip into our own resources to support the mission. So that was a mouthful. And how are you feeling today, Anna?
Well, I have been doing my specialty, which is nervous system regulation, big time. So I have been in my own practices and grounding. I think one of the beautiful things that's out there are mantras, and I've been moving my body with mantra. So you can do it with music, and it just really helps you calm and feel positive and feel more yourself. You kind of putting out the positivity or the prayer out there. So pretty much Tuesday for an hour, I moved with a mantra called Gayatri Mantra, and it's a prayer for the universe, for all of us to come together. And so I did a 10-minute sun salutation, which is why I did more than that, but which is why my shoulders are very tight and sore today. But moving with mantra is just such a beautiful thing. So that's what I've been really grounding in, that's another way that I pray. So, in addition to my mala beads, rosary, just like you have, I have to point that out over here. It's just so beautiful.
Thank you.
Prayer has just become a place where I can just come in like meditation and focus inward and manifest or put out the energy, the frequency that we want to feel. But nervous system regulation is a huge thing because I feel like there's a lot of tension out there. We are getting bombarded by media, and I also wanted to touch on the fact that if you're feeling confused and irritated and fearful, and there's a tactic out there right now that you're being bombarded by all sorts of platforms and social media with stuff that's uncomfortable, and it's a tactic. It's a psychological tactic to separate the different streams of thought and put you in this place of vulnerability, confusion, and fear. So in regards to that's why grounding in and calming your nervous system is huge. It's so important right now for all of us to do that, to just stay grounded in our bodies and in our spirit and in calm our minds, calm those fluctuations. That's pretty much what's happening. There's a bunch of fluctuations, right? You get streaming them from different places, and that's our minds already fluctuate. So these things are stimulating the fluctuation even more so, and it's uncomfortable, really.
So our nervous systems, I love that idea that you're right. It's kind of like the reflection of the way that we're perceiving the world. And so when we can control it, it helps us feel a little bit less out of control, obviously, because a lot of us are focusing on things we can't control. So part of the also thing is maybe shut the TV off. Don't watch the news if you're feeling dysregulated. It's okay to rest. It's the biggest gift you can give yourself if you need a reset. Maybe you feel depressed. I like to reframe depression as a deep reset. I always say give yourself 2 weeks though, and if you're really still feeling it, then seek professional help. You know what I mean? But sometimes taking a rest is the biggest work and the best gift you can give yourself, right?
Yeah. I mean, I definitely think, taking a break, I think that the multiple streams of information coming in is overstimulating. So if you're already a very stimulated person, that's going to feel overwhelming. It feels even overwhelming to me. So grounding and blocking out those things. Give yourself a rest. Close your eyes. Shut the news down. Don't look at your phone, or just look at, the important things that you need to focus on, the immediate things, and give yourself a mental break. Super important to shut down, really, is to kind of just give yourself the grace to come into a grounding place and find your breath and ease your nervous system, because when we are dysregulated, it causes irritation, it increases our fear, it increases our dips, the low dips, it makes us irritable to other people, our children. If we can't regulate ourselves, then we're going to have these reactions and these before we even have time to come in and calm.
And even
really.
Disease will manifest.
Yes.
That's why dis-ease. Your system is not in ease, right?
All
That's
of
where,
this,
that world.
I think you're going to see with the bombardment of what's going on, a lot of people are going to get sick. So, you're boosting your immune system with these practices, with breath work, sound healing, movement, mantra, and
connection.
Community, yes. Connecting to the people that embrace you, that love you, that can hug you, where you feel super loved and supported is super important right now. Give somebody a hug, smile at somebody, don't disappear into your own necessarily.
And check on the people that you think are the strongest
Yes,
right now too.
yes.
That's another important thing, is a lot of people are carrying the weight of the world and they hide it really, really well. So check on the strong friends too, and the caregivers.
Yes, the caregiver is super important too. A lot of us have to care for others and we don't care for ourselves enough. So just creating the space to take care of yourself and be very present. I think another important element to all of this is being in your present moment. So if you're in the future or in the past, you're pulling yourself in different directions. So you want to stay nice and grounded in the present moment. Why do you think that children think that time moves so slowly, right? You're like, I want to grow up. Like, I want to be there already. But their timing is so slow because they're in the present moment. So when you come to that place of the present moment, time is going to slow down in a good way for yourself so that you can take care of yourself. So take care out there, mind the fluctuations of the mind, and we will begin here by...
Maybe someday I'll have time to find matching socks, but when I slow down, but I don't know. Don't hold your breath, guys. I love you.
I love you, love. Ooh, I want to lie on this. All right, so, gosh, this is really nice. So, let me use it. Since we're here, you can take a bolster or any kind of pillow. I got this fancy pillow here, and we're going to put our legs up. So option 2, I'm going to scoot a little bit more further, and begin by coming on your backs and beginning to come to your breath awareness. Arms can be any way that you feel comfortable. You can place them on your body just to feel that comfort for yourself. So the options are, you can use a bolster, a pillow, or anything to boost the legs up, or take the legs up to the sky if you'd like. You can also support with a block, or just lie flat on your back. Let the legs gently relax. Maybe the arms will fall down by your sides. And just begin to take the information that you're receiving from your body through your breath. Without judgment. And allow the breath to anchor you into your present moment. There are so many things right now that can easily draw you away and create that irritation again in your mind and body. Let's let it go for this hour, for this time together, so that you can be present in your body, to calm the mind, so that you can support yourself. The universe continues to support us in lots of different ways. And we're receiving this practice because these practices are needed and so important. These practices can also draw out emotions and energy that is stuck in the body that is unprocessed. So if you feel like during your practice, if you feel like crying, if you feel angry, your body is processing that stuff out of your body. So allow it to happen. Feel it. Cry it out. Do what feels, it doesn't feel good while you're going through it, but after you've released, you feel so much lighter. So as we lie here together, or if you're sitting, feel the rise and fall of the abdomen. Visualizing how much love is possible just from one human being, and how in the frequency of love we transfer that love to one another. Whether it's a physical hug or a virtual hug, we're transferring those frequencies of love to one another. Rest your mind in love. Rest your mind in peace. And rest your mind in comfort that you are being supported right now. You are meant to be here right now with me, with us. Allow the eyes to soften. The jaw to release. The tongue to rest at the upper palate behind the front teeth, just relaxing there. And then if it feels good to you, you can bring one hand to your heart or both, and the other hand to the abdomen if you'd like. Feel yourself in this present moment right now. Feel how the breath calms your body through the oxygen that it draws. Feel the loving touch of your hands. Feel the rise and fall of your abdomen and your chest. You are a light that doesn't dim. It's external low frequencies that can lower your light, but never dim. Visualizing a flame in your heart and the warmth and the heat it produces. Let that flame warm your body up. Feel it brighten. See the colors in the flame. We are strengthened by the element of fire, calmed by the element of earth, and rise with the element of wind. Flow with the element of water. Allow yourself to feel supported by all those elements we are made of. Visualize yourself completely whole, safe, loved and supported, healthy. Inviting you to come into your intention in this present moment. As we do this, we help strengthen our collective because it begins with us. We rise as a collective together when we do the work. Lying here is doing the work. Using your breath is doing the work. Processing is doing the work. And loving on yourself is also doing the work. Self-care. Gently, slowly begin to release your hands, your arms. When you're ready, you can take your legs up to the sky. Nice deep breaths. Feel the flow of the breath. If it feels good to bring the hands behind your thighs and gently draw those legs towards you, lengthen through the heels. And then if it feels good to you, you can point and flex and rotate the ankles. And when you're ready, on your time, feel free to flutter the eyes open. Allow the legs to gently come, your knees to your chest so you can give them a hug. So bring the legs closer to you and maybe move side to side. And then begin to feel your hands touch the knees so that you can take your knees into a circular movement. And then see what it feels like to move both knees in different directions. So you can move counterclockwise or clockwise, just giving the hips a nice movement as you get to your flexors, your abductors, gently. If your hips are feeling tight, we do hold a lot of emotions in the hips. Take your breath there, rock side to side. All right, so I'm going to reposition myself where you guys are moving your bodies, and however it's comfortable for you. I'm going to take my legs up again and draw those legs towards me, holding my hands on the back of my thighs. And then draw the shoulders down. Draw the navel towards the back of the spine. Nice deep breaths. Tuck the chin. Cycle the legs. Just gentle movement of the legs. And then float the legs down. Arms any way you please, just so you can windshield wiper. So keep the knees bent, windshield wiper side to side. So if it helps your practice, or if you want to try this, while you're moving, you can bring your index fingers and thumbs together just to connect to your channel, or close the channel of energy to keep it contained within your body. And then we're going to extend our legs and take a full body stretch, lengthening in opposite directions. And then relaxing the body, keeping the arms over the head, relaxing the body there, and then lengthen again. Relax the body. And inhale, lengthen again. Option here to take the soles of the feet together to come into a butterfly and lengthen out of the hips. So you can continue to do the full body stretch, or you can place your soles of the feet together and lengthen. And then bring the arms into cactus. Allow the chest to open. So what happens when we stress out or we're altered in our nervous systems is that we have a tendency to close the chest and protect our heart, so our shoulders begin to round forward. If you work sitting down or you're constantly looking at your phone, you're also rolling your shoulders forward, closing the heart space. So this cactus position is just helping us open up the chest. So if you feel really tight near the clavicle, your pecs, your shoulders, breathe into these spaces of your body. Another thing I would like to gift to you today, I'm just going to bring my hands to my hips to gently sense my palms, my warm palms on my hips, and just continue to open up the chest. I'm going to offer you a visualization if there's any discomfort in the body, or you just want to take your breath somewhere in your body. Maybe it's your low back, maybe it's your neck. The visualization is taking that nice breath in and literally seeing the breath go to that particular part of the body. If your heart needs comforting, when you take that deep breath in, exhale it and send it to your heart. If your shoulders or neck are bothering you, take a nice deep breath and send the breath of love to those areas. You can visualize this with your eyes open or your eyes closed. All right, so from here, let's bring the knees up back to the chest, and we're going to gently rock up and down. If you want to just meet me in seated, go ahead, and I'll meet you in seated. We're just going to rock it out and then come to seated position. All right. Sitting up nice and tall, however you would like to have the legs, any comfortable position for you. So we're going to start by taking that right ear to right shoulder. You can extend the arms down by your side, extend the fingertips to gently take that ear to the right shoulder. And then float the left ear to the left shoulder. Come back to center, take the chin towards the chest, and then walk the hands back, press the heart forward. Walk the hands back by your side and circles with the nose. Both directions. Hands come back to center, support the underneath your legs and extend the legs. So bring the knees up, extend the legs, coming into Dandasana. Arms by your side. And what we're going to do is we're going to gently press into the floor and lift the body up, pull the navel in, and then release. Okay, so we're going to gently press. And you can lift the heels up if that's comfortable, and release, press, and release, press, and release. And we'll do one more, press and release. Bend the knees, bring the arms behind you, fingers point away from you, and windshield wiper side to side. All right, so from here, let's swing the legs around and come to a tabletop position so that we can get a little bit more into our spine. So let's spread those fingers nice and wide, stack the shoulders over the wrists, hips over the knees, and Feet can be flat or toes can curl under. Beginning to move, let's take a nice deep breath in and lower the abdomen, tilt the tail, and take the gaze up to the sky. On the exhale, we're going to tuck the tail, draw the navel in towards the back of the spine, and take the chin towards the chest, or find your neutral spine. So do what works for you. Remember that this is an extension of the spine. This is neutral spine right here, and this is flexion, rounding of the spine. Flow with your breath. Slow movements as you slowly draw that breath in and slowly exhale as you round in. Slow inhale as you extend. Slow exhale as you round in. Inhaling, extending, exhaling, rounding in. And then find your neutral spine, and we're going to begin to circle the hips around and around. Now remember, it's your movement, so you can move however you would like. You can do a figure 8, you can exaggerate the movements, you can make them small, you can shift the hips back or side to side. Do what works for you. Do what feels good for you. So I invite you to visualize the flame in the heart as you move your body. Feel the sense of the air around you and how it touches your skin as you move. Feel the flow of your body. You can walk the hands forward and then shift the hips back. To feel the flow of your body, you can shift forward and back as we take a puppy pose. So you can extend the hips all the way back or just flow forward and back. Inhaling nice and deep, feeling the flame in your heart strengthening and warming you up. Feeling the flow like we're water with the breath and the wind as we rise. Sensing the earth beneath us, grounding us in and keeping us safe. And letting the earth absorb what we don't need. In exchange, she turns it into something positive to give back to us. All right, so I'm going to curl my toes under and shift the hips back, inviting you into the same movement. I'm going to temp my fingers here and shift back. And you can lower the head if you'd like. Melt the heart towards the earth. Find your tabletop position on the next breath. All right, let's thread the needle. We're going to reach up high on the right side. So lifting that right arm to the sky. Exhale, weave it through and drop that right shoulder down slowly. Take the head to its right side and lengthen that left arm in front of you. Again, just noticing how maybe shifting the hips can change that stretch for you. Or shifting the hips back, opening up the back of the shoulder. Option here to take that left arm and bring it behind you if you'd like. Or just stay right where you are. Release that arm,
Bring it back. Extend it. Maybe tent the fingers and shift the hips back if you'd like. And then walk that left hand underneath your left shoulder and rise up. Take that right arm back up to the sky and float it back down. All right, so left side. Nice deep breath in as we reach high and weave that arm through. Underneath that right arm, take the head to the left side, extend that right arm forward. Big inhales and exhales. Inviting you to take that right arm behind you if you'd like. Opening up the front of that right shoulder. Eyes can be opened or closed. Toes can be curled in or flat. All up to you. Release that right arm, bring it up to the sky and reach in front of you. Tent the fingers to lengthen that right arm. Shift the hips back. Then bring that right hand underneath your right shoulder to lift your body back up and lengthen that left arm up to the sky and come back to your tabletop. You can cat-cow here if you'd like, just to release the spine and do circles. So do what feels good. And then I am going to just get a little bit more comfortable. All right, so let's curl our toes under. We're gonna do a down dog here. Lift the hips high, shift the hips back, take the head between the biceps, untuck the chin, and gaze between the ankles. Heels do not have to touch. Soft bend in the knees if you'd like. Begin to walk your dog when you're ready. So you can do very minimal movement or larger movements. Depends on how you're feeling, how your body's feeling. Press the heart towards the thighs. And then let's walk the feet to meet the hands, come to a forward fold. Let's ragdoll here, allowing the arms to loosen, the shoulders to release. Take the crown of the head towards the earth. You can bounce, you can sway, you can nod your head, you can shake the head no, you can release the arms or take your hands opposite elbows. And then if it feels good to take the hands behind your calves to gently draw your body towards your legs, you can do that too. Let's take the palms to the shins and lift the body up halfway. Pull the navel in, draw those shoulders back, tilt the tail. And then let's root to rise. Come all the way up with a nice deep breath, reverse swan dive. Tone the legs, pull those quads up, palms together, palms come to heart. Take a moment here just to notice how you're feeling. Being here right now with your breath. Creating a happy spine through your breath and movement. Draw those shoulders back, pull the navel in and up, lengthen through the crown. Pull up on those quads, strong legs, feel standing mountain Tadasana. Inhale, arms rise. Reach up, lengthen out of the hips and gently reach back. Press the hips forward. Nice deep breath in, forward fold. Let's inhale, hands on the shins to lengthen for that half lift. And then let's plant the palms and let that right foot step back and come to a low lunge. Drop that back knee. Gaze forward
And if it feels good, you can lengthen that back leg and take your lunge. You can also curl the toes under and lift that back leg to lean into the lunge. So it just depends on how your hips are feeling. Gently, more gentle movement is taking the knee down. More intense movement is taking the knee up. And then give yourself some movement, shift back and forth. You can lift the body up and shift back and forth if that feels better for you. And I'm going to lift up and bring my arms up. Bring your arms back, find your cactus arms, open up the heart. Give a little oxygen to that flame. Inhale, reach back up. And then flip the palms, lower the arms down, bracket that front foot. All right, so from here, lift that back knee. Extend that front leg. Let's tuck the chin and take the forehead towards the knee. Again, all this is nervous system regulation. We are in an inversion, so just even taking the body down, you're flowing the blood in a different direction towards the heart. One more breath. Lift the gaze. Shift forward, drop that back knee. All right. So from here, you're going to lean onto that right hand and you're going to heel toe that foot to the side body. We're going to get into an abductor stretch and shift the hips back. So you're paralleling the foot to the mat and then taking the hips back. Again, you can shift forward and back. And then I'm going to walk my hands towards my knee and inhale the arms up. Exhale, lower the arms. Reach over with that left arm. Float that arm back and reach over again. Exhale, float it back down. One more reach. And hang out here for a little while. So if you floated it back down, come back and just hang and lengthen that right arm down. And then inhale, both arms up, come up, hold the arms up parallel to the head. Interlace the fingers, gently bring your hands behind your head just to tuck your head into your palms. Bring the elbows back, open up the body. And just breathing here and holding here. Option here on the next breath, you could stay right here or bring the elbows together and maybe tuck in a little bit. Inhale, reach back out. Exhale, bring the elbows and tuck in if you'd like. And then gently reach back out. Arms release, bring the hands behind you, bring back that left leg, find your tabletop and gently circle around. All right, so we're gonna walk it forward so we can gently take like a modified plank position, and then you can take a gentle sweep up, curl the toes under, find your plank pose, and press into your downward facing dog. If it feels good to you to sigh it out through the mouth, please feel free to do so. Nice deep breath in. And melt the heart towards the thighs, walk it out. And then walk the feet to meet the hands. Forward fold, top of the mat. Inhale, hands on the shins for your half lift. Tilt the tail, pull the navel in, draw those shoulders back, lengthen through the crown.
On the next breath, roots rise, come all the way up. Let your palms touch. Palms come to heart, standing in Tadasana with hands at the heart. Inhale, palms rise again, reach up, reach back. Cactus arms, open up the heart. Inhale, reach back up again, and swan dive down for your forward fold. Hang out here for a moment. And then when you're ready, hands on the shins for that half lift. Tilt the tail, navel pulled in. Draw those shoulders back. Lengthen the spine. Nice deep breath in as you exhale. Plant the palms. This time the left foot's going to step back to take your lunge. You can stay nice and lifted right here. Again, you can come up and take your lunge with height as well. You can lengthen through that back leg as well. Take a nice deep breath and bring the arms up and reach back. Find your cactus arms. Inhale, reach back up. Flip the palms, bracket that front foot, float the arms down. All right. Again, you can lift that back knee to intensify it. And then let's gently drop it down. All right, so from here, we're gonna heel toe this foot out to the right side body to get into our abductor stretch. So find that foot parallel to the mat and then gently begin to shift the hips back. Breathe into the abductor, that stretch where you feel it intensely. And then I'm going to walk my hands back towards my knees. I'm going to lift my body up. Take a nice deep breath in, and that right arm's going to come over, and that left arm's going to gently hang down towards the earth. Press through that back out that side, the right side of the foot, so you feel nice and stable. And come back. Inhale, left arm up and over. And switch. And switch, left arm up and over. And then reach through that right arm. And then both arms lower. Inhale, both arms up. And find your cactus. Bring the hands behind your head, interlace the fingers. Bring those elbows back, heart forward. Nice deep breath in as we bring the elbows together. Exhale, gently rounding in. Pull the navel in to find your stability in your posture. Inhale, open up, and exhale, gently round in. Again, you can do this as minimal movement or more intense. One more. And then gently come back to center, release the arms down. Inhale, arms come back up just to lengthen, and then drop the hands back down. Bring that foot back, that leg back to your tabletop, and then move however it feels good. You can circle the hips or sway side to side. All right, nice deep breath in. Shift to down dog. And then come back to your tabletop and bring that right foot back. Okay, so this is so we can get the forehead to knee. So curl the toes under that back foot, lift it, tuck in the chin, extend that front leg, and take the forehead towards the knee. Aha, you thought I forgot, huh? No, I did not. Remember that also regulating your nervous system brings your sense of humor back. Ouch. All right, let's shift forward, bend that front knee, back foot meets front, forward fold. Roll all the way up. Mountain pose, and then roll the shoulders. Roll them forward. Inhale, arms up. Take the hands and reach back. Flip the palms, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, lift the gaze for your half lift. Exhale, plant the palms, let both feet step back. Option to plank, tuck the elbows or drop the knees and do a half push-up and come up. A little upper body strengthening. Come half down, push up there. One more. And push up, and then come all the way down. Inhale, tuck the elbows, press all 10 toes in, lift the heart and slide the heart forward, cobra. Come all the way down, curl the toes under, lift your body up, shift the hips back. Sweep forward, take an up dog. Press to your down dog. Walk your dog. And then walk your feet to meet your hands, forward fold. Roll up. Bring the arms all the way up, parallel to the ears, and let's sit in our chair. Shift the weight back to the heels. Lift the heart, pull the navel in. Nice deep breaths. Gaze forward, stay nice and lifted, sit a little lower. Shift the weight back. Hands come to the heart, and then forward fold. Roll all the way up, press through the feet. Extend the arms out, nice deep inhale, arms come up. Hands come to the heart. Left foot steps back. Reach the arms up. So we're in warrior one, Virabhadrasana 1, and separate the hands. Inhale, lengthen out of the hips. Hinge forward, press through that back, outer edge of that back foot. Take flight, take the arms back. Inhale, reach back up. Reach back. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, reach back. And then all the way up. Reach back. Float the arms down. Bring that front foot back. Lower the knees. Half push up. And then come all the way down. Find your cobra. Hands underneath the shoulders. Press all 10 toes in. Tuck the elbows. Lift the heart. Slide the heart forward. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, lower. Curl the toes under. Lift the body back up. Sweep to an up dog and press to down dog. Walk the feet to meet the hands. Forward fold. Inhale, hands on the shins. Exhale, plant the palms. Left foot's gonna step back. You're gonna come to your warrior one. Inhale, lengthen out of the hips. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, reach back, take flight. Inhale, come all the way back up. Inhale, lengthen and hinge. And then exhale, float those arms back. Inhale, come all the way back up. One more, inhale, hinge. Exhale, float the arms back. Inhale, come back up. Find your cactus. Inhale, reach back up. Float the arms down. bracket that front foot and step it back, drop the knees. Walk the hands back, shift the hips back, and let's come to our backs. So if you want a windshield wiper here, you can. Thank you. And then let's find ourselves on our backs. Back to where we began. Lift the legs up, heels up towards the sky. And then gently lower, all the way down. Inhale, reach and lift the upper body, reach towards the feet and lower. You can lift the legs here if you'd like. And come back down, reach towards the feet and come back down. Right knee to chest. And extend, and left knee to chest. And extend, full body stretch. Arms to a T, bend the knees, windshield wiper. And then take the knees to the right side. Gaze to the left side. Inhale, come back to center and take the knees to the left side. Take your gaze to the right side. Remember how loved you are, how grounded you are, and how much more focused you are in this moment. Come back to center, knees into chest. Maybe find your happy baby if you'd like. Rock it out. Or you can begin to get into Shavasana or any last movements you'd like your body to make so that you can come back down to your mat or sit down in your chair and take a nice deep breath. Maybe you're going to yawn and exhale. Allow the body to melt into the mat, into the earth. Allow your eyes to soften or close. Give yourself the permission to just be in this moment. Heart flame. Earth supporting you. The breath is your wind, and the water is your flow. That is in each and every one of us as we brighten our flame and brighten our light. So option to stay in your Shavasana for as long as you would like, or bend the knees and roll over to your right side, walking the hands to lift your body back up so that you end up in seated with me, hands at the heart center. You can take a nice deep breath in and sigh it out if you'd like I just did. Sealing this beautiful midweek reset. I hope that this has recalibrated your nervous system, and that is my loving intention for all of you. Let's bring our prayer hands to our third eye to remind us to think kindly, stay strong of mind, to our lips to speak kindly and compassionately, and to our hearts to remember to live life with intention, love, joy, inner strength, lots of courage, compassion, and through lots of grace. Thank you so much.